Hey, so Deuce, man, take us to the next subject, man, because I know a lot of people are ready to discuss some of these things we've heard over the week, and this being one of them. This one
This
being,
is one of them.
I mean, this one has been. How did it take this long to get to this point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you pretty much made that statement when you kept drafting guards. Why drag it out this long, Troy Weaver? Why?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, this definitely is something that has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I think it's telling too that Killian is asking for a trade. It's not just as if the Pistons are putting him on the trade block and he wants to be here and they're looking to make a move. He is unhappy with his role too.
Right.
Because he doesn't have a role at this point.
No.
Since Monte Morris came back, he's been the backup point guard. And with Sasser's emergence and becoming a better player, it's just a huge logjam. So even for Killian, man, I know fans haven't been happy with him, and we say it all the time. If he was drafted in the mid first round, 14, 15 pick, he wouldn't be getting the type of scrutiny he's getting. But hey, it comes with the territory. He was drafted where he was drafted, right? It is what it is. And so he wasn't the player we thought he was going to be. It didn't help that we didn't have a team around him to be. That was that helped him. But my biggest nightmare is him going to a San Antonio.
I want him to.
Wemby. I don't, bro. Like I do for his sake. Obviously,
Yeah,
I do because I do want him to do well.
San Antonio is my second team, bro. And if they send him there with a competent coach that knows how to actually bring the best out of players and put them in situation they should be in, which the Pistons have not. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see him and Wemby because they don't have a point guard. So go give him that shot with San Antonio. That's what I'm going to say because, here you surrounded him with, I don't even want to disrespect anybody, but over the years, you just haven't surrounded him with much. And then this year, when you do get that, his role is not the same.
Right.
I want to see him in a different role in San Antonio. And hopefully that can make him at least a solid, NBA player, man, to where we can try to bring a little bit of some Tony Parker out of him. You know what I'm saying? That type of situation.
Right.
But I hope all the best for Kill, man. I'm definitely going to follow his careers for as long as he's in this league. But it's just something that should have happened beforehand simply because, look at what you've done in the draft, bro. So
exactly.
He has held his, he's been sitting on his fingers with a couple of players. And you kind of get confused, like, why is this player still around? Or what are we doing with this guy? For me personally, I said Bojan should have been gone last season. Honest. Yeah. It is what it is. Things just didn't go that way. Can't change it. But if you do, send him to San Antonio.
I keep seeing this, man. This Killian. I can't get with this, man. You know what it is? Here, I'll give you a comp for Killian Hayes. I'll give you a football comp. He is more of a Jared Goff type of player when it comes to system. Killian Hayes is a system player. He needs to be in the right system in order for him to play well. The same with Jared Goff. He needs to be in a system that will enable him to get the most out of his abilities. I'm not saying Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback because he's not. He's not. He may not even be a top 10 quarterback, depending on who you ask. But he's put in a system with protection
that makes him
receivers that makes him successful. And that is what Killian Hayes does not have.
Can't put it more simple than this. Killian is not a scorer. And for some reason, fans just wanted to force that to happen. But when you put him pound for pound with every other player on the team as far as a passer, he's going to be at the top. As far as an on-ball defender as a guard, he's going to be on the top. As far as taking care of the basketball, he's going to be on the top. One trait, which is scoring, is what's been holding his career back. And that's what I want to see a guy like Greg Popovich try to bring out of him to where he can at least be a guy that can consistently get to the basket. And, it's like when you got guys like Wemby and the way that lineup is over there, he'll have a lane to at least get to the basket. Popovich is a player and a coach that's going to tell him. He's not going to sit there and try to let him figure out his own. He's going to tell him, hey, Killian, get the ball, get your ass down there to that paint and score. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him bring it out of players. Mm-hmm. We've actually seen it with him. So I would love for him to go to San Antonio, man. And that's just what it is. We value scoring in this league today. So when you're not good in that department, and you drafted over 7 overall. Yeah, fans are definitely going to be unhappy with that. And then when you surrounding a guy that's a pass first guy,
right?
Surround him with a bunch of guys that can't shoot consistently, it's not going to look well either. So
yeah,
I just would love to see him in a new team and a new opportunity, and get his an opportunity to reset his career and try to do it this time where he can flourish. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's just what it is, man. That's what it is.
Yeah. And we're not saying he's going to go over there and just like be a day one starter. Even if he's a backup, he would be a very good backup for them. He would have a role over there, is our point.
Right.
He would have a defined role, and he would have players around him who can score the basketball. You got Wemby over there, so you ain't even got to look to score in that situation. We didn't have a Wemby type of big as far as somebody who can just score the basketball. You know? So it's a little bit different. So yeah, I think he'll be fine. I think it's also crazy when you think about Monty Williams. There was a report by James Edwards. Shout out to James Edwards. There was a trade in place or at least trade talk before Monty Williams came here.
Yeah.
Monty Williams came here, and now all of a sudden the trade is getting vetoed, and it's just hindsight's 2020. We all know, and I understand Monty wanted to give him a chance because we wanted to give him a chance, right? But I think now the writing is on the wall. I think everybody's on the same page, and now especially with Killian requesting the trade, yeah, it's time. It's time.
And you know what? I want to mention this too. Not only players, I see this comment, and not only players like him suffer from that. Our numero uno at the moment right now also suffered for that, especially in his rookie season. And the reason why you're seeing guys like Ivy getting to the basket more easy is because we finally have floor spacing. You finally got more guys who can actually knock down the shots when they're open. We didn't have guys who could consistently knock the shots down. So it helps everybody on this team. Everybody. The threat of guys kicking the ball out to guys open and them knocking down the shots. For instance, you see Boyan throw a oop to Jalen Duran today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't see them sink on all of those dudes. They like, hey, you got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. When you put a competent roster, you know what I'm saying, around certain guys, it make it a lot easier for them.
First of all, I wanted to address this with Kay. I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take this. Is it just because he's light skinned? You know what I'm saying? Is that why I can't get Ricky? Because I'm not dark skinned. Is that what it is, Kay? It's cool. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Okay. We good then. We good, Kay. I got you. We good. All right. I'm with it. I love Nia Long, so we good. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna say this and we're gonna click out.
Yeah.
Don't believe what you hear in the media. I'm gonna just say that.
Come on.
Killian Hayes did not request a trade. Don't believe it.
Really? What? Okay. That's interesting. Y'all know, King got plugs up the wazoo. But it does make me rethink some things now, because if he didn't want to leave, does it just mean that he just really wanted to be here? Because he wasn't getting any time.
He loves.
Like for this,
I'm gonna put it to you. He wants to play. He wants to stay here. He meant what he said when he said in that conference. He loves the city. He wants to play here, but things have changed on the other spectrum. I'll just say that, and I'll leave it at that. Clear cut. Bam. That's where it's at.
Okay. That's good to know, though. That's good to know. We appreciate Woj and Shams, aka King, over here with the latest info. At the end of the day, man, I want to see him successful. We've always been supporters of Kill. And we always saw what we thought his potential, who he was as a player. He works hard. But that is interesting. Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's just crazy with the media, because this is not the first time this has happened.
I tell people all the time, don't ever believe the media. 100% believe the media.
Think about it. What did we hear with Monte Morris about a month and a half ago or so with his injury? We heard he was injured, right? And he came out on Twitter and said cap.
Then put a cap. Yeah.
So that's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. It's unfortunate for Killian that got put out, though. That, you know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate for him, because now it's kind of making people look at him a certain way off the court, not just on the court. That's what's messed up. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not fair.
The league is an interesting place. It's just
that's not fair.
I just know once they go ahead, when it happens, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just hope he has success on the next, and blessing to him and his family. I'll say that he has an excellent family.
Oh yeah. Class personified, man. Yeah, they're good people. For sure. I know you know them, so you would know better than most. But yeah, good people, man. Good people. For everybody's sake, it's probably best that he is somewhere else so he can have another shot at being successful on a team that hopefully suits him. That's important.
And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way up and I'm not gonna stop. We headed straight to the top, and I know I gotta face it.